Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hello, Julian. Hello, Maltese Phil. Hello, Elixir, Elite Elixir, which is Scott. Thank you for contributing to the stream, to keep the stream going, to keep me going. I'm in a bad place. I'm not really that bad a place, but I didn't go to the football game today. Shortell is here. Beautiful, beautiful Shortell. UK Video Clips is here. Claire, beautiful, beautiful Claire is here. So everybody is here. They're all here. Everybody that matters is here. We're gonna get better. We've had quite a few. We've had quite a few bad weeks, bad shows. I mean, maybe it hasn't been bad. Maybe I'm just too critical of the whole thing. I'm just too critical. I'm too critical of myself. I should say, oh my God, I'm unbelievable. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm saying that you are the best. That's what I need to say. I need to say you are the best. Does anybody want to buy I've got I can't use this thing. This is, have you seen this thing? They're 95 pounds, but it's an absolute mess. This is my bottle of beer. No, it's an earphone, an ear thing, a loud noise thing, something to do with that. Joodles is here. Where is Joodles? She is here. Hello, Claire. Julian says hello to Claire. Mr. Cuff says hello to Joodles. The two of you are like peas in a pod, ganging up on Lewis Schaffer, making me feel insecure. And I blame you. I blame you. I've got it on. Do I have it on live chat? I should have it on live chat. There it is. It's on live chat. Buenas tardes. I think that's spelled incorrectly, but that's all right. I mean, how do I know? How do I know? Claire says hello to Joodles in Spanish. How is your Spanish, Claire? I blame me too. Yes, you got to blame yourself by leading me on to this thing. It's a Sunday. I hate Sundays. I was going to go to the football game today. The Wolverhampton. I was going to go to the football game today, but I can't. I can't go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. I could not go to sleep last night. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to sleep like 6. I don't know what time. I've got to buy a watch. Anybody want to recommend a sleep tracking watch? Hey, Lewis, I got an email today that your show I missed will be on YouTube this week. Can't wait. Okay, well, there you go. It's not comedy genius. I don't do enough comedy. Comedy is one of those things you've got to do over and over again. That's what I'm doing here. If you do it over and over and over again, it gets easier and easier and better to do for the audience as well. Anyway, thank you very, very much. Beautiful, beautiful Claire. Chartel is here. Caroline Cooper. Okay, the stream is just moving too rapidly. Caroline Cooper is here, another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl for Lewis Schaffer. And there's Girl from Mars, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl from Mars. She forgives me every single day. I hope you do. Do you forgive me? Do you forgive me? I'm not a great guy. And I just say the shit that's on my mind, and it's not good. It's not good stuff. I can get on in Spanish well enough to order food, ask directions, etc. Okay, that's all right then. That's more than most people, I guess. You can order food, But I could do the same thing. Taxi, empanada, sidre. You could do that too. I've been to Spain. I've been to Spain a couple of times. I'm a great guy. I've been all over the world. So everyone's saying hello to Caroline. They're saying hello to Chartel. They're saying hello to Girl from Mars. They're saying hello to everybody. So let's see what's going on with Joodles on her birthday. She is young, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Joodles. Estoy muy bien, gracias, Claire. Voy a ir a cenar dentro poco. ¿Está bien? Basically, she says, are you okay? Are you good? Are you good? Are you good? Are you good? So there we go. The Andrew Arrest Special, Spitting Image, will make you laugh on the Andrew I feel for the guy. And how could he be photographed like that? That's the most shocking photograph I've ever seen. What did they do? What did the police do? Did they beat him? Like this is a very English scandal. Do you remember that program? And Caroline Cooper has been everywhere. Everywhere. We should all be. I got to get out of the house. Everybody wish Joodles a happy birthday, number one. Number two, she's in Spain. She's in Spain. There are sleep tracker apps for mobiles too. Don't need a watch, says Mo. Yeah, well, which do you think is the best? Do you know one of those? I've been thinking about it, but I can't. How can those work? It's not on my wrist. But I have a feeling they could work. Could they work, Maltese Phil? Yes, it's your birthday, Joodles. Happy birthday, Joodles. Happy birthday. Waterboarding. What about waterboarding, Caroline Cooper? Claire, what about waterboarding? I don't know what that's in reference to, but I think I think it's good. Is the weather? Let's get a response there. Is the weather good down there for your birthday, Joodles? It's an hour later there than it is here because of the Germans. Because of the Germans. Caroline Cooper says happy birthday. Claire, without an eye, says happy birthday. She wants you to. She says, I hope you're having a great day. Joodle says, bless you, chums. Andrew. Yeah, they waterboarded Andrew. Maybe that's what they did. You couldn't put it past these people. They're like barbarians. They're barbarians. And the more I know what's going on with the globalist agenda, I never thought about this globalism business. I never thought about it. Or have you guys been thinking about it? I used to sleep as Android, but I used sleep as Android, but have a Samsung phone, and it's built in, says Maltese Phil. Let me see if I can find it. Where's my phone? I'm going to see if I can find it, because that is the thing that's making me really upset, because I don't know if I'm sleeping enough. It's called Sleep as Android. Is that what it's called? Sleep as Android. I don't even know why I'm checking, because I've got a whatchamacallit. I've got an Apple i19. Sleep as Android. It looks like it's a foreign thing. I might have put one of these things in already. I think I have one already. Sleep tracker, Prime Sleep Tracker. It says it's 1809. Oh my God, we've just started the show. Press this button to activate the sleep monitoring. Let app always run in the background, allowing Prime Sleep Recorder to always run in the background. You may reduce battery life. You can change this from... Okay. Free, 15 recordings per sleep report. I think I've got to pay extra for this. How much is premium? Premium is £17.49. Or monthly £5. Loads of people are struggling to sleep at the moment, Lewis, Mr. Cuff. Yeah, you can believe it. You can believe it. You know what Rose told me about what that guy Mattis says. What's the guy? He says, my baby's crying. This is during the Nazi times. My baby's crying, and the doctor said everybody's baby is crying. That's what I feel like. I'm crying. Loads of people are struggling to sleep. Thank you very much. Sleep as Android. Okay, well, I'm going to write that down. I don't want to have to pay any money, but maybe you have to pay money. It's not that much money. It's £5 a month. Sleep as Android. Okay, and then the other sleep thing. Basically, March 29th, British BST begins, and everything feels better in the sunshine. Do we have to wait till the 29th of March? I mean, it's already brighter now. I walked across the park today. It wasn't warm exactly. I could actually feel the heat of the sun. So it is warm. It is warm. I didn't go to the match, Alex. Thank you for asking. I didn't. I woke up. I mean, last night I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep, and I thought to myself, I'm just gonna message my friend and say I can't go. I can't go. He was understand. That's Tristan. He's lovely. He's lovely. Sleep deprivation lowers immunity. It makes you sick. Not enough sleep makes you sick. You're right. You're right, Caroline Cooper. You're right. So I didn't go to the game. Okay. Normally I always go to these things because I always tell my son, people are expecting you. They want you to be there. Like let's say you don't feel like going to a party, but you're the party. You got to go because you are the party. You know what I'm talking about. You are the party. You make the party, not just because he's good looking and special, but because the more people there make the party. So you can't say, okay, I don't want to go, but I'm not going to go. You're basically, you're diminish, whatever it is. You're taking away the enjoyment of other people going to the party, basically. Not in Brighton. It's right. The weather down there. It was nice in London. It was nice in London. That's why London is where it is. Why is London where it is? Because it's 75% away from the East Coast. It's 25% away from the South Coast, and it's 25% away from the East. Wait, it's 75% away from the West Coast. It's 25% away from the East Coast, and it's 25% away from the South Coast. So it's an excellent place. I mean, it's not excellent. It's the best you can do. The Romans thought of this. Yes, I've worn shorts today, Keith Bexley says. Feels like spring. Haven't left the house much, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't either. I haven't either. I mean, I just wanted to rest. Does anybody want to buy a chair? I found a chair today in the street. It's called an ingote. IKEA ingote chair. I'll show you what the chair is. I'll show you the chair. It's a lovely, lovely chair. IKEA ingote. Oh, Ingolf. It's an Ingolf. Why? I don't know where that name comes from. But this is what it looks like. Can you see this chair? I don't know if it's this chair, but this is what it looks like. It's like a very hard. Found one. Oh my God, 4 of them. So that means each chair is worth 45 pounds, basically. I put it on. You know what I put it on? You could go to I put it on Gumtree. I'm adding stuff onto Gumtree. Onto Gumtree. Yes, because it's the lowest part of the Thames that could be forded. But why that river only that could be forded, Keith Bexley? That's an important consideration. But in terms of, and it is where it could be forded, but it is nice there. I mean, not nice. It's not nice here, but it's one of the better places in the country. Okay. ICU is here. ICU. I wouldn't live in London for a pension. It's no longer the place. It's finished. Yeah, well, that's what people always says. I remember I lived in New York when people said it was no longer the place. Everyone moved to L.A. How about putting things to sell on Shpock? Can you put shares on Shpock? I know you mentioned this before, Claire, and I'm going to write it down. Shpock. I'm going to go back and look at these things that I've written down. I'm going to look at the things, Lewis. How about putting? I should do that, Claire. Okay. UK video clips have been invaded. Yeah, I mean, the thing about London is, yeah, it's been invaded and it's still expensive. It's still expensive. Marianne from Peekskill, which I always think Peekskill is up by Poughkeepsie, but it's not by Poughkeepsie. It's a long way to go from Poughkeepsie. But it's in Peekskill is in northern Westchester County. And then there's Putnam County, and then there's Dutchess County. Alpha male on beta blockers reminds me of my third wife. What reminds you of your third wife? Welcome, alpha male on beta blockers. I'm a beta male on alpha blockers. Lewis, you look really handsome. Thank you, Claire. I appreciate that. The snow has started. Yes, I saw that on the map, but you're not in the prime area. My hometown of Great Neck, New York is in the prime area. I saw the map. Maybe I should find the map here. Here's the chair that I found. Here is the chair that I found. Can you see the chair? This is what the chair looks like. It looks like that, but I'm not sure this is the chair, but it's quite a good looking. It's not a perfect chair, but it's pretty good. I found it on the street over on the other side. And then what did I want to check? I wanted to check the New York snow forecast. Okay, let's see what the forecast is. Blizzard warnings, major snow, major snow. Do you know why there's a blizzard forecast? Oh, look at this. This is what I saw. We could learn a lot from this. New York could get less than 2 inches of snow or more than a foot. See the odds near you. Likelihood, 29%, 12 to 18 inch, 11% chance of 18 inches. You English people, I miss this. So basically, if you add, can you see this here? Can you see this here? Is that basically if you add 13% plus 28% is 41%, plus 29% is 41 is 70%, plus 11% is 81%, is going to be over 6 inches of snow. Over 6 inches of snow. And then here's the map. Can you see the map? Can you guys see the map, everybody? I think they have snow shovelers. But this map, if you see, can you see where the center of New York is? It's down here. And then there's Long Island. So it's this is what happens on a coastal storm. I've been in snowstorms like this. I once drove all the way to like New London for a long time. That's when petrol was like nothing. That was like nothing. And so basically, can you see where I don't know, can you see the marker there? This is where Marianne lives, right here. She lives in the 6 to 8 inch range. Where I grew up, it's 12 to 18 range. Can you see that little spit of land coming out here? Maybe I should make this bigger. There you go. Let me make it bigger. This little bit here, I don't know what this bit in the middle is. That doesn't belong there. But this bit here is my hometown. And there's Brooklyn, where I lived for many years. And that red dot is Manhattan, where I lived for almost 20 years in there. And this is Long Island. I don't know whether you're interested in this. I'm sorry, you're probably not interested. I'm sorry. Warmellian, that is why I never do those things, those meet-in-person transactions. Too high a chance of getting robbed, assaulted, God only knows what. What are we talking about here? Vatanai says, I sleep badly too. Perhaps it's a sign of being old. It could be that. But I've had a lot of problems sleeping badly. I wake up and I pee. Put your cursor over central New York. Well, where is central New York? Remember, this is the city. This bit here is New York City. Can you see that right here like that? This is all Long Island, but this bit is called Long Island. Up here this is New Jersey, and it's upstate, I guess, over here, but it's not, upstate is way further up. Can you see how high it is? The map doesn't show central New York. It doesn't show it there. Okay, Vatanai says, I don't like buying on Facebook Marketplace because I don't like random members of the public coming to the house or going to their houses. Yeah, but what do you do when something's big? I've got big things that they have to come and pick up. And I met that pretty girl, and she was probably more afraid of me than I was afraid of her. Though I was quite afraid of her, because I'm always afraid of women. Warmelian is here. Totally understand, Marianne. It could be quite risky, yes, and Vatanai, yes. Although I did sell and buy a few things on eBay in person without any problems. But I get you too. It's scary having someone come at your door, but what can I do? Can I put it in a box and bring it over to the thing? It's not that easy. There's going to be a really cheap pickup company that's going to get started. It's going to pick up stuff for the area. It's going to be something like InPost or whatever. Or what's that other company that took over for Hermes? What's the company that took over for Hermes? Claire knows this. Do you know this, Claire? What's the other company that takes over? Janet is here. She's saying happy birthday. New York, I love you, but you bring me down. Yeah, it can bring you down. And London can bring you down too. These big, exactly. Thank you, Joodles. Every, like maybe where there's like a really cheap, people pay a cheap, like I've got a baby's crib. It's a baby's crib. It's a big baby's crib. So I've got a baby's crib. And maybe you could call them up and they could come and pick it up. In the same way that I would bring over, like today, I brought over Army of M. She ordered from my Vinted thing whatchamacallit, my Prince Andrew wedding thing with his wife Sarah. And I call him Prince Andrew. And I walked over across the park. I was tired. I walked slowly, and that's where I found the chair. Do some research on melatonin. It gets mostly good press. Yes, I have done research, and I forgot why I don't want to take a pill all the time. I need to control myself right here, not with the pill. I do agree with you. Thank you very much, Caroline Cooper. I'm afraid of taking pills. I'm afraid. They're very bad. A lot of the pills are bad for the kidney, or they're bad for the liver. Do some research. That's what she says. But maybe I should. Parcel Force. That's what UK Video. Parcel Force. Will they come and pick it up and wrap it? Do I have to wrap it? That's the thing. I don't want to have to go. I don't have a car here. I don't want to have to go to the whatchamacallit. I don't want to have to go to the post office. And the post office is so prim. The whole thing about InPost or Every is that it's just so much. Even Every is easier than going to the post office. Keith more than says hi to me. Hello, Keith. Hello, Keith. Parcel Force is cheap as chips. Sent loads by them. No problem. Parcel Force. Okay. Ignoring the signs is the biggest killer. Okay. Let's get back on track here. Janet says, Sausage Gate was so funny, Lewis. My son is with me for a short while. He thinks you're great. Well, I think he's great. You tell him to his face that Lewis Schaffer is a big fan of your son, Janet. Yeah, a lot of people. The last couple of shows, I have not been that good. I've been yelling at people. I yelled at Joodles. I yelled at Mr. Cuff. I've been yelling at people. I've been yelling at Kermit, who I'm a huge fan of. because I'm very affected by the world. I'm really affected. I'm very affected by the world. And I get very upset at things. Hold on, I'm being sent a something. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so I mean, let's be honest. The Spanish cakes are not the best cakes. American cakes are the best cakes. I can only sleep well if I avoid screens for 2 hours before bed, but it's so hard. I'm with you. I just constantly want to look at my phone. I'm with you, Army. I'm with you. And I'll tell you something else. I think I drink too much coffee. I'm pretty sure Royal Mail can collect for free. Can they collect for free? But then I got to put it in a box. That's the whole problem. I got to pack it and pack it and pack it. I mean, it took me 10 minutes to get together Army of Me's plate and put it. I wrapped it in what a bubble wrap, and then I put it in an envelope, and then I put it in more bubble wrap, and then I put it in a box. And I hope it's going to work. I hope it's not going to break. Honestly, sometimes it's hard not to yell. I agree with you, Marianne, especially nowadays. It's really hard not to yell. But I'm not even yelling at the invasion of the country. Hold on a second. I'm not yelling about that. I'm yelling about we're not going to talk about it. My wife just picked up from InPost, and it isn't anything she has ordered correctly labeled, but she hasn't bought it. She had no idea where it came from. All other stuff has arrived. It's a mystery. I've heard that's happening. I've heard that happens quite a lot. I've heard that happens quite a lot. Is that they send stuff. Have you heard about the sending stuff that people haven't ordered? Andrew Morton. Where's Andrew Morton? Andrew Morton is here. Try mirtazapine, a recent great drug for sleep. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a Mert. I never heard of that. Mirtazapine. But thank you, Andrew Morton. Are you new to the stream, Andrew Morton? Do I know you? You sound familiar. Mirtazapine is a pill. I don't know. I've lost track of the thing here. I mean, yeah, we have to avoid. I tell you what I need to do to sleep better. I need to go out more and do more things. And I've been thinking about it. I haven't done anything since my show 12 days ago, basically. My wife picked me up. Right. So it's a mystery. Anybody have an answer to Vatanai's stuff? I get affected too by the world, but things are and will change for the better this year. Let's just hope so. I mean, I've been so worried about Donald Trump and the tariff things. And those Democrats, they're so effing scary. I used to be a Democrat. They're like gleeful. Your package you sent Ruben was full of ants, Lewis. Disgusting. I saw. I didn't want to comment on the Discord thing. Make sure you go to Discord and comment on it. The ants don't look like that. The ants don't look like that. And if I keep the place dry, there are no ants. There are no ants. So I know he's making a joke, Alex. Andrew Morton, doctors gave me that, and it did nothing. Myrta. And no caffeine after midday, Caroline Cooper. Yeah, that's what I need. But what do you consider midday? If I wake up at 12 o'clock, what does midday mean? Is that 6 o'clock? Is that midday? Myrta Zapine. Let's see what it says about this. You ready to look at this, everybody? Let's all learn something. Remeron is a prescription antidepressant used to treat major depressive disorders. often helping with insomnia and low appetite due to its sedative and appetite stimulating effect. Appetite stimulating, I mean, you're going to eat more. It works by increasing serotonin. So it's one of those SSR, whatever those things are called, and adrenaline levels in the brain. Common side effects include drowsiness, dry mouth. Yeah, and then you find out that, it's impossible to get off, number one. And then it makes you super depressed and it changes the shape of your brain. And it takes 4 to 6 weeks to work. Withdrawal, stopping suddenly, withdrawal symptoms like insomnia. It should be tapered off under medical supervision. I mean, those drugs, they're fun if you use them. I'm not promoting this. But Andrew Morton, good to see you. Welcome to the stream, Andrew. And Keith says to Army, yes. What is it sounds like, they sound like really good drugs. I mean, I take an occasional Zopiclone. I'm prescribed it. But I don't think you should, it can't be helpful. It destroys the brain. All these pills that they say, oh, this is what you need. All those pills that maybe Nick Reiner took. They can make you crazy. It usually means the courier made a mistake with labels. Yeah, you could see that could happen. What was it, Vantanai? If she takes it to Peckham Rye Park, it will find a home in no time. Yes, okay, you're making a joke about me picking it up. Well, don't take it to Peckham Rye. Just drop it off over here. I'll make you a cup of tea. I'm sounding a bit too friendly. I shouldn't be that friendly. I'm an internationally famous, film star and TV celebrity and comedian, recently seen on GB News. Those of you who vote in the UK, Marianne asked, do you have to show an ID prior to voting? Here in the States, they are proposing a voter ID law, and some claim it will disenfranchise women. Yeah, because women aren't smart enough to get IDs. That's a joke. I'm making a joke. I do believe that, but I was making a joke. No. Yeah, I know. Well, we have to pray. We have to pray that Donald Trump, I don't know if we know about it, but I know about it. Everybody knows about it. It's so important. You can't believe the level of scamming that the Democrats do. They're just a bunch of scammers. So answer Marianne's question. Have you heard about the voter ID? Do you have to use a voter ID to vote? They cancel the voting here. What goes up comes down, etc. The universe is rearranging the skies, says Claire without an eye. I'm new, says Andrew Morton, just venturing into such social strata. It feels surreal. It is. This is an unusual stream. This is very unusual because people know each other. They talk to each other. It's almost like a social group. It is a social group, basically. It is a social group. It's pronounced mirtazapine. Thank you, Claire, with an I. Mirtazapine. Yes, Marianne, it only came in recently in England and Wales, but we always had it in Northern Ireland. And the irony of it is, the Democrats, in order to get into their convention, you need to have a photo ID. What a bunch of lying CUNTSs those people are. I think, people seem to like this group. We've got over 57 million followers here, Andrew. And on this stream, we have how many million? I think we got 1.6 million people watching and participating in this stream. Mirtazapine, melatonin has gotten to be more natural. It might be more natural, but remember, arsenic and cobalt are natural. Remember that just because something is natural doesn't mean it's good for you. All those plant things that I hate. And they all basically they're all kind of natural. Thank you, Carolyn. I'm not questioning what you're saying. I mean, if somebody said to me, Lewis, here's some pills, I would take pills occasionally. But I don't want to have them every single. I don't know. I just have a natural. Hey, it's a weird thing. I'm not a hypocrite. Don't call me a hypocrite, Joodles, please. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm just saying I like the idea of taking sleeping pills, but I'm against taking pills. Is that hypocritical? Maybe it is hypocritical. Maybe it is hypocritical. I ordered a game on Vinted and got a woman dressed. Got a woman's dress. You ordered a game and you got a woman's dress, or a woman dressed up as something. Mary Ann, yes, we have to show ID. Boris brought it in when he was prime minister and then forgot to take his ID when he went to vote. I don't believe he forgot his ID. He just wanted to make a scene and say, this, everybody has to obey these rules. Effing ants. No, Andrew, no. They're not. There's no ants here. There's no ants. There's no ants here. There's no ants here. Most of the eBay stuff I sold, I sent small parcels at the post office. Sometimes I used Hermes and Every, which reminds me, I've got a passport that should be here already. USA passport. I don't know why it's delayed. I expected it to be treated a bit better than that, as I am a U.S. citizen. Thank you, Vatanai. Thank you. Yeah, so Boris brought it in. Mary Ann. What do I do? What do I do, Mr. Cuff? I've missed something here. Caroline Cooper, Princess Diana came to me and my best mate at 3 a.m. on 22 December 2024 at exactly the same time. Okay. Yeah. I mean, she was a pretty girl. She was a pretty girl. Very tall and beautiful. I can see the post about leaving stuff in Peckham Park. Who said that? I don't know. Maybe I think Judel said that. Lewis Schaffer with his free eating. Yeah, you're coming. Yeah, maybe that's why they're here. But it's also such a big problem. There's nothing they can do about it. The whole country could be taken over. They're called burrowing ants, and it could bring down the whole country. I don't know what we need to do, Claire with an I, to get him to take you up on your lovely offers. Want me to go around and threaten him? Don't even suggest that. Please don't threaten me. I live on the 3rd floor. I don't even get a spider. Janet, okay, you're going to make me climb up the stairs. Claire says, welcome, Andrew Morgan. We are an unusual family. If you call this a family, yeah. I don't know whether it is a family. I mean, basically, it's me saying things that people get mad at me about. Claire says, yes, go and threaten me, but don't ruin my gorgeous face, please. You could verbally abuse me. You verbally now. So you heard that, Claire. Come on, get moving. Get over here and get moving. How can anyone argue against voter ID? I can't fathom it unless for dodgy purposes. Yeah. That's the Democrats. It's all dodgy purposes. I've been hearing about what's his name, Mr. California Governor Ted, Newsom. What's his name? Is proposing Gavin Newsom. Horrible. Why do you not want to have that? Why? I don't understand it. But no, Joodles. He's speaking to Joodles. The chat is playing up. There are 2 In-Betweener DVDs and a Big Bang Theory DVD. I don't understand. There are 2 In-Betweeners DVD and a Big Bang Theory DVD. I guess they're similar. But In-Betweeners, you have made like 24 episodes, and Big Bang Theory, there's hundreds. Are you threatening me, Joodles? I'm an old man. I'm an old man, Joodles. You've got to be nice to me. I'm an old man. And you're a young karate type person. I mean, maybe you're not as tall as I am, but you could, you're closer. Joodles is Nurse Ratchet. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. But Lucy, my friend Lucy, who is not here anymore, she's mad at me. But she said that Nurse Ratchet was right. That's what she said, that she was right. She was preserving social order by suppressing the chaos of these mental people. Lewis, it's a balancing act. Pills, no pills, it is. It's a balancing act. If there was one pill that I could take every day that would work, but there isn't. There isn't, because all the pills, they go away. You got to take more and more pills unless you're psychologically, you believe in the pills. Joodles, go late at night. He will have already taped his mouth shut, so he won't be able to shout for help. I do tape my mouth shut. Yes, I do, Mr. Cuff. Who else tapes their mouth shut? I tell people to tape their mouth shut, but does anybody listen to me? Nobody listens to me, Mr. Cuff. Joodles, be nice to Lewis. We get ants in the summer, and there is a nest of ladybugs somewhere in the house. I've seen clouds of them flying away when they hatch, says Marianne. Yeah. Well, these are different ants that are here. What makes these ants surprising is they're very soft. You think they're going to be crunchy. They're not crunchy. They're like soft. They're very small. Can you see the size of them? You probably can't see the size. They're very small. Sleeping pills are pills, and I'm against pills, Janet. I'm against pills. I could take statins. I've been prescribed them. I could take multiple whatever. So he says this. Let's get back on track. Hold on a second. Okay. Newsom is a horrible governor. So many businesses and families have left because the taxes are enormous. And you might have to wait 30 minutes for a response to a 911 call or 999 here. Yeah, and not only that, supposedly he's given $100 million to a group called Chola, which is something about causing riots and stuff like that. It's really horrible. Good evening. We are a family adjusting gleefully to Schaffer's mind, or are we a family trying to adjust his mind? Is that a joke? Andrew Morton. I think both. I think you've got free will. People here have free will. I don't force myself on other people. I get angry. I might shout, but I don't get mad. Have I gotten mad at anybody for believing in different things than I believe in? I hope I don't. It's the host. He's an old age pensioner. Yeah, I'm old. Well, how old are you? Aren't you old, Andrew? Perhaps he's ahead of us on a different stream, Keith. Maybe I think I know what's going on. I can see the future. Lewis was up with the chat when suddenly he jumped back. When he sees this, it will be many minutes later. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip. I'm gonna go jump up to the beginning. Marianne says, I heard they're instituting a driveway tax in California. Taxes and fines and billions for high-speed rail with nothing to show for it. Tax and spend with declining quality of life. Yes. And that's really sad, because California used to be a really great place. I lived there for a year. In 1984, it was a really great place. And you just have a feeling. It's kind of like what's happening here in Britain. Maybe Britain will pull itself out. I heard that they are instituting yes, I hadn't heard about the driveway tax, but you can imagine. It's like Mandami. It's like that horrible, horrible Mandami. Elite Elixir, Scott. Christelle heard you shouting on last night's stream while I was fast asleep. Well, I hope she didn't judge me badly, but I mean, one of the things that really bothered me, and I actually made a note, not on a piece of paper, but in my brain, I made a note. We have to be careful with the words we choose. Make sure we don't add extra words into a sentence. I'm worried that I only exist in Lewis's dream. When he wakes up, I will cease to exist. Sometimes I do fall asleep doing this, but is this a dream? I'm not quite sure. It is a dream. We have over 50 species of ant in the UK. In the USA has 792. Yeah, probably, possibly. Remember, the USA has a lot of very different. We have deserts. There's no deserts in England. We have mountains. I mean, like proper 15,000 feet mountains. We've got marshes and wet areas, and we don't have that here in the U.S. But the ants that are here come from Argentina. I think they come from Argentina. They're not. They are special ants. Keith is taking it slow because it's Sunday. It's a day off. Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm taking it off. I'm not quite. Do you like the shirt? Should I wear something like this all the time? We've got wet. The whole country is a wet area. Let's be honest. It's a wet area. I myself, like I'm walking in the park today. It's just completely a mud bog. It's just a mess. It's just a mess. Caroline Cooper, it is a mess. Green, green grass. Isn't there a song? Well, that's another thing. It's one of the benefits of Britain is that it's green right now. You live up in Peekskill. There's nothing growing up there, right? Have the crocuses come out? Probably not. I mean, the grass is green here. The grass is green. Yeah, Tom Jones is Caroline Cooper. The grass is green. I quite like your shirt, Lewis, Claire says, but you look good in black. Yeah, probably I do. I look more serious. I look more interesting. I look more deep when I'm wearing black. But I mean, I don't know. I haven't worn. I got lots of shirts. I don't know whether. I'm trying to remember where I got this shirt from. I mean, I like the shirt. Ants from Argentina. Are they immigrants? Well, you could Google Argentinian burrowing ants. Maybe you want me to sing that song, Green Green Grass. I actually met the guy once, or saw him in person or something. You are very handsome, whatever you wear. Thank you, Claire, without an eye. I like to hear that. That is what I'd like to hear. Maybe Jules can put a word in with Claire and Lewis. And Janet too. You're good looking. That's what I like to hear. I hope the men on this chat are not envious of Lewis Schaffer. Nice shirt. Blue is meant to be calming. Yeah, is it calming for you? Is it calming for me? I don't know. People say there are bogs in Ireland, but I never saw them when I was there. Yeah, well, it's interesting because a lot of those bogs that they've been using to cook for the peat, I think, are very recent. I mean, they're not like millions of years old. It's not like coal, whatever. And even coal could be very recent. Velikovsky. It could be Velikovsky, basically. Claire said to Vatanai, I had a week's shopping turn up and it wasn't from me and they refused to take it back and there was no name or address for the customer. Yeah, a lot of incompetence in the world, Claire. So what did you do? You're not supposed to eat them. What, the ants? Is that what we're discussing? I'm surprised that you're amazed that taping my mouth doesn't affect my skin. Can you see it? I don't think it does affect it. It's really good brand 3M. I can't use any other brand. The other kind is not sticky enough. This is like really sticky. And as I'm getting older, it's like it's a bit sad because I'm like losing my lips. 16:43 on my clock. I wonder what time it will be when Lewis reads this comment. 7 minutes later. 7 minutes later. But you gotta say Lewis. You gotta say Lewis, thank you for reading my comment. You being an internationally famous supporting actor, stage star, TV person, whatever. You gotta say thank you. You've got to say thank you. I mean, I can't read everything, so I skip a few things. Claire, I loved the way he thanks you for complimenting him on how he looks. It's important to me. Don't you want to be complimented, Mr. Cuff? Of course you do. We will, especially us guys, we'd like to be told. We'd like to be told we're beautiful. We're very rarely told we're beautiful. Women get told that a lot, but they don't believe the men unless they're in love with the men, and then they believe the men. Claire says, "Don't worry about getting older, Lewis. You will be eternally hot." Thank you, Claire. That's lovely of you to say that. That's lovely of you to say. It's probably because you dribble. But why? Because I have the tape on my mouth during your sleep. That is true. That is true. I do dribble. I do dribble. Or I breathe through my mouth and I wake up, and you should not breathe through your mouth. Keith More Than Conquers is going to talk about the Trudeau Carney funded a cricket food factory here in Canada. Now they walked away with the money because they figured out no business case. Yeah, why would you eat crickets? I mean, they're pushing the leftists are pushing this on normal people. Yeah, very interesting, very interesting. So who walked away? Did Carney and Trudeau? Trudeau's not there really, but did the Canadian government walk away? I think they're going to be in trouble, Canada. I hope. I hope. Or they're going to join with the left in America to get on to Donald Trump. Please don't turn up next week with a tan and injected lips. I will. I'm going to because I go to the sunbed army. I'm not saying you should, but I do. I have to have a little color. I look horrible. Maybe I should have. Should I have injected lips? What guy has injected lips? That wasn't what I was on about, Lewis. Thanks for reading the comment. You're an international star, even if you only read part of it and miss the part that it made some sense. All right, let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Claire, I love the way he thanks you for complimenting him on how he looks and calls you Claire without an eye. That's the Claire without an eye. Yeah, well, why not? I don't understand. Non-sticky bondage tape, Mr. Cuff says. Mr. Cuff, I actually have 3 eyes as I'm fat as Jabba the Hutt. Listen to me, Claire. Every time you mention that, I have to now say, which I do believe, we've got to be thin. It's very hard to be thin. The way you stop eating, I'll tell you the way you stop eating is by eating a low-carb diet. That's one of the main ways you stop eating. That's one of the main ways. Lewis is good looking for his age. We all have a natural age, maybe. Well, what does that mean? An age that we're doing the best? You know? I mean, I was much better looking just a couple of years ago. I'm not as good looking as I was, but I do appreciate it. Lewis. Claire says leftists are seriously mentally ill. Yes, they are. They are. Did you hear that somebody tried to kill Someone tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and he got killed. He had a gun in his hand, and he had some bomb making machinery. Oh no, he had petrol or something. He was going to set fire to Mar-a-Lago, which is a beautiful old building. Don't punish Donald Trump for that. He saved it. He saved it. Anyone watch the BBC Panorama Steve Rosenberg documentary on Russia? No, tell us all about it, Alex. My last post was about peat digging. Did not appear. Maybe they thought you were questioning the Irish people. Can you post it again, or should I go look for it? Is it not there? Gunman in Trump's Florida residence shot dead earlier this evening. Yes, Andrew Rubin. I read that too. But does anybody care that people are trying to assassinate the President of the United States? No, because the left have declared him evil because they're insane. Company walked away with taxpayer money, and probably the people funded are buddies with yeah, they're all buddies. They are all buddies. They are all buddies. Pete Burns says Army of M. Yes. They're right round, baby, right round like a record player, right round, baby. That's the song, right? Be thin, people. Yes, Claire. Claire, I agree with Claire. Claire without an I, be thin. You should not breathe either with our mouths. What are you on? Yeah, you should not breathe through your mouths. It's basically telling the body that something bad has happened and that you need extra oxygen. I'm 14 stone, Claire. Pure fat. No, I don't know. I don't know how much women should be. Should they be 10 stone? I don't know. I mean, listen to me, ladies. I'll do you all, whether you're fat or skinny, but you have to make an effort to be thin. And you'll be happier if you're thin. Don't think you can't do it. I thought I couldn't do it, and then I did it. And I'm continuing to do it. I'm continuing. Kris Jenner is a man with injected lips, says Mr. Cuff. That's true. Everybody, let's lose weight. Let's be thin. Our enemies are fat because they eat a high-carb diet. Stop eating pasta, bread, rice. Okay, stop eating bagels. Stop eating all this stuff. Claire, without an I, says, all this talk of weight is just bollocks. I'm heavier and stronger than my skinny mates. Just had a full health checkup. First of all, your doctor is lying to you. It's an NHS or even a regular mainstream doctor. He's lying to you. He is lying to you. You need to be thin. You do not need to be fat. And that's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you, you go, girl. You're healthier than the skinny bitches. But we're not. Look at it. And once you free yourself, Claire, you will feel amazing. You are literally the hottest man on the planet. This is what Claire says. I'm not perfectly thin. I weigh 77 points. I'm not going to say 77 kilograms today. I weigh 77.8. I gained a bit of weight over the last few days because I've been up. And I haven't done that, right? But that's what we need to do. I'm eating chicken pasta salad, and it's delicious. It is delicious, but it's not good for you. Pasta is not good for you. So, yeah, it's delicious. It's delicious, Claire. You don't need to eat that. You don't need to. You wake up thin, and you will be so happy. Because number one, it helps people pay attention to you. And that's what women want. Women want attention. Marianne, bagels are so delicious, though. A toasted everything bagel with cream cheese. Yes, it is. But a bagel, first of all, bagels are huge now. They're not like little things. You go onto a weight app and they say, oh, a bagel has like, is like 150 calories or 200 calories. It's not. They're like 400 calories. It's huge. Marianne. Any free speech triggers Team World. We got our work cut out for us. We do. We do. Oh, you gulped, Lewis, reading my weight out. Yeah, basically 14 stone. I mean, it's more than I weighed. I weighed 16 at my highest. I weighed 16 at my highest. And you've seen the pic. You just Google fat Lewis Schaffer. Google that right now. And you wouldn't find it attractive. And not only was I not attractive, I couldn't move my shoulder. I had that. I had the finger thing. I had plantar fasciitis. I had gout. You know all the problems that I had. My gums were bleeding. I had psoriasis. Nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. That there is an actual truth. The problem is that once you start eating carbs, it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop. We are not made the same, fat or thin. Who cares? Well, I mean, this is where I lose you as my love interest, because I care. I care. I care. It's like I have a friend of mine, and she doesn't like that I'm always begging her. That I used to beg her for whatever, for attention. She didn't like it, but because that women don't like when a man begs for attention. Army, I'm too thin, trying to gain 10 pounds, but hate food. Well, if you hate food, you could eat more carbs, but generally speaking, everybody else should not eat carbs. Claire says she's 5'10". I think you're taller than 5'10", if I remember correctly. I'm only trying to talk about the peat industry in Somerset, and 3 times it has not appeared. Why has it not appeared? That's really odd. Well, what did you want to say? Fake hobnobs are addictive. I know that much. Hobnobs are addictive when they're real and fake. Lewis, what if it's 15 spoons spread over a couch? I mean, we have to be strong. We are in a wartime. We're in war, and you need to be fit in war. Thinking of talking heads. Nothing is worse for a woman than a needy man. That's true. That's true. Now, I'd like to say, well, I want to be needy. I want to be needy. But Claire doesn't find it attractive. Do you find it attractive, Claire? No, you don't. So you would say to me, Lewis, I love you. I want to get off with you. But you're acting too needy. Can you just keep your neediness to yourself? Don't tell me how needy you are. And I'd have to go, okay. And I can't go, who are you to tell me that you don't like me being needy? Right? Rick Goblock. What are your thoughts on Restore Britain? You have probably already discussed it. Apologies, haven't viewed for a while. Thank you, Rick. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. First of all, the rules of this stream is if you ask me a question like that, you got to tell me what you are thinking first. Okay, I might be 5'11", says Claire. But thank you for asking that question. I definitely have an opinion on that. Try replacement of the P word to see if it clears, says Andrew Rubin. Where are you from, Rick Goblock? And thank you for joining us in this stream. I like Pete Energy. Or for the elite. For the resources like Pete Energy are for the elite. Maybe they don't want you to use Pete Energy. Maybe that's what it is. Lewis, the tech that would be used in war would F any human being, whether they are fat or thin. No. Fat people get sick easier than slender, healthy people. Fat people, and you are young, so you don't know. You don't know yet. But I mean, you'll reach a certain age and you'll have type 2 diabetes. You will have high blood pressure. You will have high cholesterol. You'll have all the diseases that I had. Sleep apnea, just horrible, horrible diseases. I give you loads of attention, Lewis, and I will continue to do so because you need the love, and there's no better woman than me. I love hearing that. Keep on going, Claire. Rick Goblock. I think we're on our last chance to stop Islamification of the UK, and you're from West Sussex. West Sussex, okay. I I tend to agree with you, Rick. Okay, there we go. Well, you're on the same team as me. I agree with you. We're in a, we're fighting for this country. We're not. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. He's talking about drones. Ron Smith is here. Who's talking about drones? I'm 52 and I survived all sorts of illnesses and injuries. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And being thin is really important. What exactly is fat in your warped brain? I'm saying humans have fat. Women and men have fat. Okay? So you have to have some fat, and there's fat in every cells and stuff like that. But I mean, fat is men like a shape, just as women like strength. You must be a supermodel, Claire. I love my food. I was worried about coming to London to see Lewis. Not ashamed, but Lewis would probably think, yuck. I mean, I would also, because you're such a huge fan of Lewis Schaffer, I would appreciate your love for me. I've gone out with lots of, I can't mention all the women that I've gone out with that are overweight. But if you love me, that's very important. It's very important that you love me. So I will love you, even if you're not perfect in your own mind. But we can all do it. We go through life being told it's impossible to lose weight. And when I say weight, I mean fat. It's impossible to get thin again. The problem is the reason why fat is so dangerous, one of the main reasons is it causes cancer. It doesn't cause cancer, but it causes the cancer cells to grow. Yeah, it causes cancer cells to grow. So let's say you smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes causes irritation, causes inflammation, causes cancer. And what causes the cancer to grow is the glucose or glutamine and whatever, or even the fat. Fat people get cancer. Do you want cancer? You don't want cancer. How do you make money? We make money by you contributing. I mean, you haven't been here very often, but you're contributing to the stream. It keeps this voice for Britain open and me open. You can go to Kofi Ko-Fi, or you can go to Kofi-Fi.com at Lewis Schaffer, or you can go to Patreon at Lewis Schaffer. Yes, I've seen stuff on that. It's because the pea bugs store massive amounts of CO2, isn't it? Is that why it's sort of a blocked subject? Why don't we Google and why don't I just check and see if is Pete a blocked subject on YouTube? Um, Here we go. This is not medical advice. Well, maybe it isn't medical advice, but it's what I believe to do. I learned how to lose weight. I got started because I saw what's his name, what's the magician. I forget his name. What's the magician? Penn and Teller, Penn Jillette, Penn Jillette. And he was talking about what he needed to do. And I tried it. And then I thought to myself, this is all wrong. It doesn't match my view. And I changed it. Lewis, have you a nice watch yet? No, no watch. I'm thinking about it. I asked before. Okay, there we go. I don't. The open areas created as a result of uh, peat digging, oh, I see, have become wonderful wildlife areas. They are lovely places to find peace and quiet. Yeah, I mean, what caused peat? It's just flooding, I guess. Not expecting you to fancy me, Lewis. Well, I do because you love me, and I'll give you a kiss, a deep, deep, deep kiss and a hug and whatever, and maybe be dirty, whatever. So don't worry about it. Worry about. I believe that being thin is the healthiest thing you can be, and it's really hard to be thin. It's really hard. I don't believe that all the injections are helpful. Vatanai, Andrew says to Vatanai, I've literally been through some on foot looking for the elusive bittern. That's a bird, right? You don't need a sleep watch, just a pen and paper beside your bed. Like when I wake up, that's good for waking up because I got to go pee or whatever it is, sleep app. But it's not good for when I actually fall asleep. Because I don't know. Sometimes I sit there thinking I'm in bed for like hours, 2 hours. And I look at like, let's say I think, okay, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed. And then the next time I wake up, or I think I've woke, the next time I become conscious, it's 7:30. It's 7:30. What did I say? What did I say, Claire? I don't remember what I said. But it's very hard to lose weight. I think about it all the time. Nothing better than a hot tea, no sugar, after sausages and cheese. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not perfect with my diet right now. I went through periods when I was pretty damn good, and right now I'm very weak. I'm weak. The bittern is there, and the egret. The old railway from Glastonbury to Highbridge is now a nature walk and a cycle path that gives great access to the reserves. Yeah, that's beautiful down there. Get a good mechanical watch. They hold a value and they can pass on to your son as long as you don't get mugged. But I don't want to wear a watch. Why do I have to wear a watch? You're a worrier, Lewis. I am a worrier, Mr. Cuff. I am, aren't you? Aren't we all? You're worrying about that shot you have no control over. F all you can do about that, apart from stop worrying. You might get better sleep too. Yeah, maybe I need. Yeah, I agree with that. But you can't just stop worrying if you've been trained, raised to worry. You need a good woman to ease your mind. I do, really. I do. I do. I do. Claire without an eye says, I do need a good woman to ease my mind. My mind is a bit easier with women than it used to be. I'm less picky. I'm a worrier warrior, says Keith. I mean, I don't know. How can you not be worried at a time like that? But also worrying prepares you for stuff that's going to happen. Things you worry about rarely happen. They rarely happen. Vat and I. Andrew says, "Okay, Vat and I. Thanks for that. We heard but never saw Keith, but I did get a spot a few years ago on the Norfolk Broads adventure. What were you looking for at the Norfolk Broads? I've been there. I was there last year, a year before that. Lewis, you are surrounded by Wi-Fi signals. What about Wi-Fi signals? That they're actually messing with my brain, or that I'm picking up too much information from the internet? For a watch, I recommend the Rolex Submariner. You can pick them up for a few quid. A Rolex Submariner. I've heard Rolex is having problems. The price has gone down tremendously. Have you heard that? We can talk about that if you're interested. Um, I am girl from Mars. I am surrounded by yes. Wi-Fi does interfere with brain waves. Yes, yes, and maybe I should take my phone and take it off of my bed. Yeah, that's probably the best advice you could give. But then, how am I going to measure my sleep? Maybe I should make a decision. I'm just not going to keep the phone on the bed. Fishing and twitching holiday. Lewis, broads are beautiful. Yeah, yeah. I was there with Rose. We walked all the way up there and then all the way back. It was like it was brilliant. Pick them up for a few quid. You're talking about the mariner. He's making a joke, Ron. Get a dog. Yeah, that could help too, maybe. That could help too. That could help, yeah. Get a dog. And then they're going to come and take the dog away and kill it. Probably not the sort of broads. Yeah, that's right. I like a Norfolk broad. Very funny, Mr. Cuff. Very, very funny, Mr. Cuff. I mean, yeah, that's what we've got to do, basically. We've got to do that. Let's hold on, just hang on to what we've got. You don't got a little, we got a lot. Are we gonna have a show later tonight? I don't think we should. I don't think we should. What do you think about having a show later tonight? Elixir is a very good advice. What's the advice that he has? Best thing my late dentist said to me, keep your eyes open as your imagination is far worse than reality. That is a right. Keep your eyes open. Yeah, because my imagination can see how far this thing can go. I have a cat, Lewis. Can you keep a pet there? Um, I mean, I don't want to keep a dog here because I'd be forced to take the dog out of the house twice a day. I'd be forced to talk to the dog walkers, and a cat. I'd have to. I don't know. I don't trust leaving a cat around with these people here. No show. Can you get some sleep so that I can get some sleep? Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. Can you see? Can you see? I'm like burnt out, Mr. Cuff. We'll do a fridge side tomorrow. We'll do one tomorrow. How about get an anteater? Yeah, it's not a bad idea actually. I mean these remember these are Argentinian. They're not like African ants, whatever it is. I swear some dog walkers are just nosy beastards. Yes, I could believe that. I could believe that that is what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Basically, I enjoy the ladder streams to be honest. But hey, if you're tired, bin it. Yeah, well, we can. We've done 250 day streams, and I think 94 night streams. I think. I think. So, I mean, I don't know. A good hot shower an hour before sleep really helps me. Yeah, it help me. Yeah, I mean, I believe in hot showers. Yes, maybe I should do that. I should do that. The problem is, I want to go to sleep at a normal time, which is after I do the night stream, right? Like maybe an hour or two after that, I should go to sleep. But it's too early for me. A 10,000 pounds plus one on Antique Roadshow, 35,000. You're talking about a Submariner, yeah. I mean, can you trust Antiques Roadshow? I don't think you can trust them. That's the BBC. That is the BBC. So what's so we won't do a show later. We're gonna take a night off. We're gonna take a night off. Okay. You have a cataract thing, Janet. My father had cataracts, and he was FAT. He was FAT, but congratulations, Janet. Congratulations. Everybody else should go low carb. High carb causes cataracts. I believe that. I believe that very, very strongly. Very, very strongly. Okay. So, everybody, let's do this. Does butter affect your eyes? Jan, no wonder you find Lewis attractive, Andrew. Carol Vorderman. And who's the other guy that you mentioned? I don't know why we mentioned Carol Vorderman. Okay, so okay. Um, if you drink cafe, it stays in your body for 13 hours. Yes, I can believe that. I can believe it, yeah. But people can sleep with caffeine in their body. But I mean, maybe I can't. I go through periods where I drink a lot of coffee, and sometimes I don't drink much coffee. I want a Rolex. I only got a tag one. I know it's spelt wrong. What, a tag Heuer? Is that the kind you're thinking about? I mean, I think people got a bit carried away with these watches a couple of years ago. I guess because they're sitting at home. They got nothing to do. Hey, mate, just had it done. She was really worried, but it went perfectly and really worked for her. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, Tag Heuer. That's one of those brands. Don't mention the creature. What country? What country does Rolex come from? Anybody know? Anybody know what country Rolex comes from? Maybe Ron Smith shouldn't answer, but where was Rolex the company founded? Ron Smith says Swiss. That's not the answer. Where does Rolex come from? Claire says Switzerland without an I. That's not right. No. Mr. Cuff says Switzerland. No, that's not right. Where does the company that makes Rolex come from? You got time enough to Google it. I don't think you're checking. You're not checking this. While you're checking, I'm gonna thank. Well, what did you say? Iran? No, not Iran. My wife's late aunt had some Rolex watches. Well, actually, they were copies she brought in the Far East. Excitement over. London. It's United Kingdom. United Kingdom. It was an English company. Maybe they bought the watches from Switzerland. But let's go take a look at it. Let's go see what it says. Where is the Rolex watch company? It's not the right sentence, founded. Let's just see what it says. And it says it was founded in London, England. Originally under the name Wilsdorf and Davis, is now a Swiss company based in Geneva. The brand began in London and moved to Switzerland in 1919 to avoid high wartime taxes. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So let's go. I'm going to read this. Let's go. Let's see how many people. Lucy Chelt from Cheltenham. Look at how beautiful Lucy Cheltenham is. Thank you, Lucy, at 26. And I see you. Also beautiful, beautiful. I see you at 25. Alpha Male is 24. Ron Smith in the watches, 23. Keith Bexley, 22. Caroline Cooper, really pretty. She goes skiing. She's a 21. Beautiful, beautiful. Julian is a 20. And 19 is Keith More Than Conquers. 18 is Jedster. Beautiful, beautiful army is at 17. Shortell, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Shortell is at 16. Warmellian is at 15. Rick Goblock is at 14. You moved up there. You're there. Joodles is 13. Marianne, beautiful, beautiful Marianne is at 12. Andrew Morton is at 11. Maltese Phil is at 10. 9 is Alex. Thank you, Alex. Elite Elixir Scott is here at 8. Number 7 is Vatanai. Girl from Mars. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl from Mars. And Doris there is at 6. Hold on a second. 6. 5 is Mr. Cuff, Steve. Number 4 is Claire without an I. Number 3, together, always the two girls with the C together. Claire is 3 with an I. Janet is another pretty girl. She's at 2. And Andrew Rubin is at 1. So Andrew Rubin wins. Everybody write down on the stream what you think the largest concurrent number is. Largest concurrent number. You know who's not listed in this? I guess because she just stepped in just for a second. But Joodles. Joodles stepped in for a second, and now she's not there. She's not there. Anybody else? Have I forgotten anybody? If I've forgotten somebody. Andrew Morton, thank you very much for coming in. I hope to see you soon, as often as possible. As often as possible. Let's see. Who else? If I don't mention your name and I've forgotten to mention your name, just say, hey, what about me? What am I, chopped liver? That's what you got to say. You got to say that here. Nothing, remember this, nothing is worse for a woman than needy men. Yes. Yes. So you got to remember, just as women have their requirements in men, that it's immutable. They see a guy who's needy and they just turn off. They find it really attractive. Men also have things. They might still do you because men are men, but they're not going to be as happy as Lucy Cheltenham is here. A low-carbite diet is good to stave off dementia. That's also true, Lucy Chelt. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. I missed what you wrote there. I didn't mean to ignore you, Lucy Chelt. I didn't mean to. A lot of times, the stream is the stream is I miss things on the stream. Yeah, you want to preserve your brain, you go low carb. Low carb, even lower than what I'm even talking about. So, yeah, I think our brains are pretty important things. And being fat is not good. Is not good for that. Okay. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, wait a second. I didn't say who the winner is. Who is the winner? Janet says 29. Keith says 31. Let me tell you what I think the right answer is. The right answer is the right answer is okay, Janet says 29. Vatanai, Mr. Cuff says 30. Keith More Than Conquers says 31. And the winner is Keith More Than Conquers. Said 31, and the number is 31. You got to get in it to win it. Yeah, Cheltenham might be too posh for me, but you know what it is? Maybe Lucy will find a place for me to live. Maybe. So congratulations, Keith. Round of applause for Keith. Round of applause for everybody. Cheers, Keith, at 31. We had 31 people was the highest number in this stream. And I do appreciate it. I appreciate it totally, you being here. Totally. Is the stream lagging? Is it lagging? I think maybe, I don't know. I don't know where, Lucy, are you there? Just type, I'm here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Scott, for the stream. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you, Marianne. Let's pray for Britain. Let's pray for America. Let's put our fingers together in prayer. Lucy's here. Okay. Lucy's here with an exclamation point. Well, thank you very much, Lucy. Eat low carbs. It's good for your brain. It's good for your brain and your stomach and everything. About 95% of all the illnesses are caused by a high carb diet. Thank you, Claire. Beautiful, beautiful Claire. We will see you tomorrow at 5:30. Tomorrow at 5:30. Not 5:30 tomorrow. Because of the Nunhead American Radio show. Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you. Blowing you a kiss.